Hey, what's going on, everybody? How the hell are we doing today? I wanted to try to make a little bit of an update video on my weight loss and how this has been going for me. It's very hard for me to make videos where I'm sitting down in front of a camera, great sound, great video. Like, that's not me. I don't have like top-notch quality shit, I guess. I don't do this for a living. I don't try to make money off of it. It's just me blabbing on here talking about my experiences with shit. And anyhow, I am 2 weeks in to using Zepbound. I did my second injection Tuesday morning, and it's going pretty good. This week I kind of struggled. I had some issues. I didn't realize. It's kind of weird for me because I'm not really used to what being full feels like. I've never been one that's ever been like necessarily satisfied from eating enough. I've always ate until I was either sick or until I literally couldn't put any more in there, or until there was no food left. Like, that's how I've always ate, and I don't like wasting food. I'm not okay with throwing food away, and like, it's like, oh, we'll leave leftovers and we'll eat it later. Like, I've always been bad about that. And so it's kind of like, I've lost weight before. I know how to lose weight, but I've always put it back on. And now that I'm in my 40s, I'm finding it very hard to lose it this time around. But I am down. I'm down somewhere between 15 to 10 pounds, something like that. I got on a scale that said 313, I believe. I got on the scale this morning. It was bouncing between 297 and 298. Pretty good. I'll take that. But one thing that I had to remember, that if my stomach is feeling a little upset, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm hungry. It just means that my stomach's a little upset. So I don't need to eat. Like, that's been an issue that I've probably had that I didn't even realize I've had it. And like last night, I got home last night, and I drive truck, so I'm not home very often, but I got home last night, and I was gonna cook up, I was gonna make up like some sort of like beef chunks in the crock pot, try to get some good protein or whatever. And my stomach was kind of hurting, and I was just like, I'm not hungry. I'm really not hungry. And I was like, do I really have to eat anything? I was like, I think I'm just gonna go to bed. I got a glass of milk and I went to bed. I got issues with dairy, so of course I had to have something without any lactate in it or whatever. So I got some lactate-free milk or whatever, and had a glass. I don't know if it was on, whatever it was, doesn't even matter. But I had that. I went to bed. I slept great. I woke up this morning feeling good. My stomach finally quit hurting. I kept peeing all night long. And I'm learning that when I'm fasting, I pee a lot. Like, whenever my body is like eating its own fat and like processing its shit, like it, I pee a lot. Like, I guess that's my body, like, you know, processing fat or whatever. I don't know. I'm a dumb truck driver. I'm just a dumb truck driver. But being 2 weeks in on this, my first week I had a little bit of side effects where I got a little dizzy. I was dizzy, and I didn't really understand why. My wife said I shouldn't have got dizzy the way that I did, but she plays a doctor on the weekends, and so she's usually pretty good about that kind of stuff. I felt like it was the medicine that made me dizzy. It wore off eventually, but it made me dizzy. And I never got dizzy again after that. You know, I had a couple of lightheaded issues, but I had stomach cramps one day real bad, but I had some dairy, so it could have been a combination of the two. And this time around, I started out on my second week here. I didn't eat very good over the weekend, and I think I had some issues from that. Like, I felt like my stomach was backed up. I had some, like, major constipation issues, but I believe it was my own dumb fault. I ate a whole bunch of beef jerky, thinking that, oh, yeah, it's just beef jerky. It's no big deal. Like, I knew better. And I ate too much, then the jerky on top of it, and kind of had me backed up. So I had some issues with that in the beginning of the week, and so I feel like I'm back on track. I feel like every once in a while you got to do a good fast. A good fast to kind of gets everything in there to settle down. And so don't be afraid to do a fast. Like, when you're trying to lose weight and you're on a diet or whatever, like, if your stomach's hurting, doesn't mean you're hungry, doesn't mean anything's wrong. It just means that maybe you got a little bit of an upset stomach, and, you know, maybe you need to give it a break. Give it a little break. I feel like maybe I should have tried a little bit of Pepto or something. I got a bug in here on my window. I'm on my way to work. I'm in my car on my way down to my big truck. And I thought, hey, I'll make a little bit of an update video here. I remember the one guy said he didn't like the sound of the big truck and in the background. So I'm hoping maybe it's not so loud in my car. Because literally the only time I had to really stop and make a video. I have other time, but this is like whenever my creative juices are flowing, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how it sounds. If it sounds like shit, I probably won't post it. But yeah, but it's going good. I'm on the 2.5. I this time I did it my upper thigh, my inner upper thigh area, and I felt like I had zero side effects. I felt like it didn't work as good. Maybe it's because it's only the 2.5. Like, I feel like I don't have that appetite suppression as well, but I also upset my stomach this week, and I had some stomach issues, and I've had it in my head, when my stomach hurts, I need to keep eating, and eventually it'll stop hurting. And that's wrong. That's wrong. I need to not do that. And it's like a weird habit, like when you're quitting smoking. You know, like I quit smoking. That was one of the hardest things I ever did in my entire freaking life. But like, quitting smoking, I still don't really know how I did it, but I quit. You know, I didn't need my hands. I was like, what do I do with my hands? And yeah, nothing. Keep them, do other stuff. Like, it's not a big deal. It's kind of the same way with food. Like, I got a big problem with whenever I'm driving the truck, where I like to grab a bag of potato chips or a bag of candy or something to eat and eat while I'm driving. I can't do that. I can't do that. I have to just stop eating while I'm driving. While the vehicle's in motion, no food goes in my mouth, no food goes in my hand, none of that stuff. But I'm drinking lots of electrolytes, I'm taking lots of vitamins. I got some issues. Like, I'm low on vitamin D. My blood work, I had my gallbladder taken out a year ago, and allegedly, whenever you have your gallbladder taken out, it tanks your vitamin D. So I've been taking vitamin D, been taking some potassium, magnesium, a little bit of everything. I've just been trying to pound the vitamins and trying to stay healthy. One of my other biggest issues is, being a truck driver, I am not very active. Not because I don't want to be, I'm just, during the week, I'm not as active as I could be, or maybe even should be. Like, I got weights in my truck I need to try to lift a little bit more often. I'm dealing with a shoulder pain, like my shoulder. I don't know what's going on with my shoulder. I hurt my shoulder about a month or so ago, and maybe not a month, a couple weeks ago. And it's kind of limited me what I can do right now, and I feel like that's just bullshit excuses, and I need to I need to get back at it. I need to stay lifting a little bit, even just a little bit. Even, like, I don't have to go crazy. Just pick the weights up, do a little bit of exercising. Like, I'm thinking about getting some sort of bands, the resistant bands. Something maybe I can work with in my truck. I don't know. I need to find more ways to get more active. I got to get more active. Like, this weekend coming, I'm planning on doing some stuff. But like last night, I got home last night at, what time was it? 2 o'clock, 2:30, 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. And then I had to get back up at midnight. Like, there ain't no time. I got to get sleep. I got to get a shower. You know, I got to get enough sleep so I can get up and go do it all over again. So it's like, where do I squeeze in the time to do anything here and still get, 6 hours of sleep? It's not an easy life for anybody. It doesn't matter what it is, It doesn't matter if you're a nurse or a janitor or a teacher. Like, you come home and you got 10 hours to get your shit in, and then you got to get back up and do it all over again. It's not easy. It doesn't matter what profession it is. Basically comes down to just excuses. And I mean, you got to get your sleep. I feel like sleep is so underrated when it comes to losing weight and trying to live healthy, live a healthy lifestyle. You gotta get 5 to 8 hours of sleep. I'm not saying you gotta sleep 10 hours. I'm not saying you gotta have a solid 7 hours, 6 hours, whatever, but I feel like you gotta get at least 4 to 8 hours somewhere within a 24-hour period consistently. Like, if you gotta wake up and go pee, that's one thing, but like I really struggle with sleeping more than 6 hours. Like, I don't think I need more than that, but like last night, I probably only slept 4.5, 5 hours. I woke up, couldn't get back to sleep. Woke up, couldn't get back to sleep. Fell asleep. I probably slept a good half hour, 45 minutes before I got up the last time. So I probably got closer to 5. That's plenty enough sleep. Most people don't need 10 to 12 hours of sleep, to go live their life. Like, most of us don't need all that. So I don't either. But but everything's going good. I'm excited to continue with the journey here. I'm glad I'm not having any like major side effects that I'm aware of anyhow. Let me pause this. So one reason why I don't mind making videos when I'm driving in my car or whatever is because there's nobody on the road. I'm always on the road at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. I was passing a guy, so I turned my lights out, put my phone on, pause, and back to it. But anyhow, everything's going good. I'm excited for the journey. I'm not having any major side effects that I'm aware of. I was having some weird bumps here and there, but I still don't know what that was all about. It wasn't a rash. It wasn't a hive. Kind of reminded me of poison ivy a little bit, but it wasn't really itchy. It was weird. It's weird. I don't know if anybody else has ever had any issues like that with the Mounjaro, Zepbound shit. I can't think of what else it's called. Starts with a T. I can't remember. But anyhow, let me know if anybody else had, like, they're weird. Like, they look almost kind of like a bug bite, like a mosquito bite. Even though I know damn well I didn't get bitten by a mosquito. Crusty in my eyeball. I'm excited. I'm excited for this journey, and follow along. I try to make some better quality videos, but for now, this is about the best it's gonna get right this minute. But I just wanted to make a video. I wanted to throw it out there. So, like, subscribe, all that fun, happy jazz. I appreciate y'all. I'm a big archery guy. I'm a big hunter guy, fisher, everything, like family guy. So I need to get this weight off of me, and I like making videos about a little bit of everything. I'm just sharing my experience and everything. None of this is medical advice. So don't take anything of my word. This is just my experience. So yeah. Peace and love, y'all. Like, subscribe. See y'all.